scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Piper Niven from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Chelsea Green.
We take a look at Chelsea Green. A lot of heat on this young lady right now based on what took place at WrestleMania.
Well, there's a reason we don't have the normal GM here tonight. He is still licking his wounds from WrestleMania.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Adam Pearce on the receiving end of an absolute beatdown, courtesy of Chelsea Green and her husband, Matt Cardona. Well, we've got a cross-promotional kind of thing going on here tonight because it is draft night after all, and here's Bayley returning to the red brand for one night. Of course, champions are protected. They are not going to be leaving their brand. That title is not on the line here tonight, but she'll get a shot at going one-on-one with Chelsea Green.
And notice who's in her corner tonight, her longtime BFF.
Oh, no doubt about that. Izzy Moreno showed up and had the back of Bayley at WrestleMania. This young lady, not even 18 years old yet, and quite the accomplished superstar. Referee calls for the bell, and here goes. Action underway, clothesline. And Chelsea Green early on finding out why Bayley is the women's champion.
And she is going to town with those chops right now, and Bayley gonna make Chelsea regret the decision she's made in her life. Number one, getting in the ring here tonight.
Well, Bayley seems to think this one might be over already. That would be awfully quick. And now Chelsea Green firing back. Clothesline by the champion, and down goes Chelsea Green. You know, Chelsea complaining that this was not for the title. Maybe if you didn't take out the general manager, you could have had that moment.
Yeah, well, we'll never know now, will we?
As they exchange here in the middle of the ring, back and forth. Boy, they are unloading on one another. Chelsea Green blocking the shot. And now Bayley with a windup. And Piper Niven just threw in a steel chair.
Referee sees it. I think he's biding his time. There it goes.
Looked to me like Bayley was getting ready to drive her on top of that chair. Of course, if she'd have used the chair as a weapon, that should have been disqualified. Another free fall suplex, nicely done. Chelsea with a tie-up and now sends Bayley over the top rope to the apron. And the champion battles her way back into the middle of the ring, and again they exchange blows. Unloading.
Bayley is absolutely trying to take Chelsea out. These chops are devastating.
Oh, this time Chelsea blocking it. And again. Oh, look at this, back and forth. They are just going at it here in the middle of the ring.
It is a standoff, and Chelsea gets the better of it, and now going for the unpretty her.
Just caught her. This will be a massive win for Chelsea Green. got a 2 count. Oh, and now look at this. Chelsea Green trying to put Bayley away. Just said something to Izzy. There's a Canadian Destroyer. Bayley still able to kick out, but the damage starting to mount up.
Yeah, I don't know how much more she can take. Even if you're the champion, I don't care.
Oh, and Chelsea went for a big high-risk maneuver and does not pay off. Bayley sends her into the post.
Well, that used to be called a steel post, but now it's more of an LED post. Still wouldn't want to run into one, but I'm not sure if it's better or worse this way.
I suppose there's only one way to find out.
You know what? You might be right. I'm going to throw you into one on the commercial break.
Not what I had in mind.
No, I'm sure it's not.
Bayley with a clap of the ears now. Oh, big right hand. Oh, Bayley to belly. Connects. That might be all she wrote for Chelsea Green. Got the shoulder up somehow.
Well, if that doesn't work, we know what's next.
Piper Niven watching on. Not much she can do. And here we go. Planting her. And now Bayley goes for the cover and gets the 3 count. The WWE Women's Champion victorious here on Monday Night Raw.
Here is your winner, Bayley!
All right, fans, we're going to send you back to the studios once again as we continue with the draft for 2024. All right, wrestling fans, the draft, hot and heavy, some big surprises already.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 215 pounds, Lex King.
As we take a look at Lexus King, the man who is right now a member of the NXT roster, or is he?
Well, it's one of these things about the draft. Everybody comes in here thinking they know where they are, but they don't, because by the end of the night, they can be absolutely anywhere.
Lexus King getting an opportunity to step into the ring with one of the hottest properties in professional wrestling today. One thing we can tell you for sure about the draft is when it's all said and done, there will be a lot of shakeup, a lot of changes here in WrestleVerse.
You want to talk about changes? Here you have one.
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about LA Knight being one of the hottest properties in professional wrestling, and right now, he's one of the hottest properties in the draft.
Just seeing LA Knight right here on Monday Night Raw does my heart good.
As we mentioned, shakeups are taking place as we get ready for the next round to commence in just a few moments.
Oh man, this crowd is so hot behind him.
Lexus King going to get a real good tune-up match right here. NXT is one thing, but going up against somebody like LA Knight, that is another world.
Yeah, he's been in the ring with a lot of big names, but I don't know that he's ever been in the ring with anything as big as LA Knight.
LA Knight now has him. Oh, what a move right there, dropping him on the back of his head. LA Knight now targeting the leg of Lexis King. Goes to work on the ankle and the knee.
Man, this crowd is absolutely with this guy all the way. Look at that, just walking it off.
Lexis King on the receiving end of some heavy punishment at the hands of LA Knight. Dropping the fist and driving it right into the forehead of the second-generation superstar.
It's all right. You can call him a professional wrestler now. It's all right.
Well, no doubt about it. He indeed is. And he caught LA Knight coming off the middle rope.
Yeah, the young man learns fast.
But LA Knight coming right back with more damage. And Lexis King going to have to figure this one out on the job. Belly to back suplex, dropping LA Knight on the back of his head.
You know, I mentioned at the start of the match, it was unbelievable just to see LA Knight here on Monday Night Raw. But what about Lexis King? Seeing him here, that is also something else. That is next level.
Oh, and he caught him with that fisherman suplex, and he cradles him up and gets a 2.
Shades of Mr. Perfect right there, and I love it. Love it.
And now LA Knight has him and drops him throat first across the top rope. That's going to do some damage. And now Lexis King in trouble.
LA Knight wasting a lot of time pulling him away from the ropes, and I understand the logic in it. But you've got to do it either faster or get yourself in a different position where it's not a problem. Wasted time, wasted motion.
Well, there's no wasted motion right there. Neckbreaker. And LA Knight, I dare say, has controlled probably 80% of this match.
Well, you might expect that with the experience.
And now to the ropes. Went for the elbow, nobody home.
Well, if Lexis King had anything left in the tank, that was the time to pull it out.
And now LA Knight sends Lexis King into the turnbuckle and now puts the boot to the midsection, follows it up and just stomping away. Now he's got to pull him back out towards the middle of the ring with a slingshot.
Well, in this match, it's not about the athleticism, although both men are very well gifted in that category. This match has come all down to one thing, and that is experience factor, in my opinion. And LA Knight has a massive advantage.
Missile drop kick. Lexis King clutching his chest. Hook of the leg. Referee's right there for the count. And King able to kick out.
Starting to get that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Might only be a couple more moments before we deal with some blunt force trauma.
Oh, and here it comes right there. BFT. LA Knight victorious here on Monday night.
Here is your winner,
What a tremendous performance by LA Knight here on the Red Brand.
Fans, we're going to take you back to more draft action right now. We send you back to Vince McSham in the studio. All right, fans, we are back, and it's time for the main event of the evening. We don't even know all the participants in this one.
Well, we know it's a six-man tag team match. That much we can tell you for sure. Oh, and members of the Bloodline in the house.
What is this?
The following contest is a six-man tag match. And at a combined weight of 530 pounds.
You know who that is, Cole?
Indeed. That is Jacob Fatu. There's been a lot of rumblings, a lot of rumors, but now we see he is right here.
I don't even think he made the roster, did he?
Well, he's on the roster now. I don't know if he's part of the draft or not.
Oh, you gotta love the bloodline. Always thinking.
Solo Sikoa has placed himself in a position of holding down the fort perhaps, but considering himself in many ways to be the new tribal chief in the absence of Roman Reigns.
Well, also in the absence of The Rock, let's be honest. If The Rock were here right now, he wouldn't be pulling this crap.
Oh, and here comes their partner, a man we just saw last week, Tama Tonga.
They took out Jimmy Uso, and it wasn't pretty.
From Pacific Islands, weighing in at 209 pounds, Tama
Tama
Tonga!
Tonga attacking Jimmy Uso in the back lot. Drove him headfirst into a concrete floor. We understand that he has been diagnosed with post-concussion syndrome. Not sure how long he'll be out.
Well, he's on the block here for the trade, so that's really kind of what it comes down to.
Well, the bloodline indeed run deep here in the world of professional wrestling. And speaking of which, former member of the bloodline, we take a look at main event Jey Uso as he steps in.
And from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
Take a look at the look on his face right there. Do you see this? Focus, staring daggers at his family members.
Indeed, this is a bit of a civil war right here on Monday Night Raw. We are crossing lines between Raw and SmackDown tonight for the draft.
You know, that's one of the most important parts of this thing right now is to realize that. Because these guys all know one thing. This might be the last chance they have for a long time to get their hands on one another and settle this thing.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Jey Uso, for one, would love nothing more than to get his hands on, I believe, Solo Sikoa of all. But the fact that Jacob Fatu has just shown up here tonight, absolutely stunning.
Well, let's find out who he's got as tag team partners. We're all waiting. Oh, yes! 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 Yes!
Indeed, it is the Viper himself, Randy Orton.
And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Viper, Randy
The Viper, Randy Orton, second generation superstar. Missed over a year out of action with an injury. It has returned, and since being back, has been a dominant force on the blue brand.
Well, like we said earlier, we are blurring the lines. We are crossing over here tonight for the draft.
It has been a memorable night, ladies and gentlemen, and it is only about to become more memorable here with this main event.
Oh, take a look at Randy, man. He's looking great. He is looking great. Father Time can't put his hands on Randy.
Oh, and look at this.
Well, we know who their partner's going to be, and now it's a party.
He can't be drafted because he is the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion. This is Cody Rhodes.
Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody!
His last night as a member of the Raw brand, because he is now officially on SmackDown by virtue of being the champion.
Well, tremendous job by him at WrestleMania to break the streak of Roman Reigns, something that it looked like nobody was going to do.
Bell sounds, action's underway, and look at this. It's Solo right up against Jey Uso. And a Samoan drop to get this thing started.
Well, we talked about early on how badly Jey wanted to get in there with his brother, and now he's got the opportunity. But he's going to have to step up and do something more, because right now Solo's kicking his ass.
Down across the arm, indeed. Solo has, early on in this match, had total control of the situation, but we're very early in the match. Six-man tag team match is very difficult to control, and we are still waiting to get our first in-ring look at Jacob Fatu. Solo just ran into the referee.
Yeah, I would not want to have to be the referee for a match like this. It's hard enough to call matches in general, but then to have six men with this much personal animosity towards one another, it's a whole different world.
Float over and coming up with a DDT, and Solo comes up.
Yeah, it took him down, but didn't put him out.
Big right hand. And now Jey rolls through, comes up, and there's a super kick to the face of his own brother.
Well, we said it was going to be a civil war. It's as personal as it can get, and the referee, look at him getting the hell out of the way.
Well, that's a smart move on his part, because you don't want to get caught between these two guys, especially right now. Headbutt drops his brother, goes for the cover. Foot was underneath the bottom rope. Referee missed that. And now here comes the tag, and now Tama Tonga comes with a running clothesline. Now Jey Uso, seeing what Tama did to his brother last week on SmackDown, may be looking for some form of revenge, even though he and Jimmy haven't been on the best of terms.
Well, they say blood is thicker than water, but right now the bloodline, hard to tell where the divide is.
Here's the tag, and now we get our first official look at Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu was absolutely running dominant in an organization referred to as MLW. He was their champion for well over a year and a half.
Known as a Samoan bulldozer, there's just nothing that could stop him.
Might be the same story right here, as he just took Jey Uso, drove him into the turnbuckle, and continues the beating. Big splash off the ropes. Jey Uso has been in the ring the entire time here tonight. He desperately needs to make the tag. As the Bloodline with the tag, and now a 2-on-1 moment. Tama Tonga with a code breaker. And Jey trying to find his way to his corner. And Tama Tonga, what's he going? Is he going to let him make the tag? He does. And here comes the Viper, Randy Orton.
And Randy Orton hits, and he is not going to waste any time.
That Fist press and then raining down with the Fist of Fury. Orton going to spike that knee. Follows it up with an elbow drop, and now Randy Orton in control of the match. Well, he was, at least for the moment. Another tag made, and here comes Solo Sikoa. Headbutt, and down goes Randy Orton. Here's a cover. 1 count only. You know, we mentioned the fact that Solo has pretty much self-appointed himself the leader of the Bloodline. We've seen him step in and interrupt Paul Heyman that destroyed Heyman's boat when he tried to call. Look at this! There's the Asiatic spike to the throat!
That might be all she wrote for Randy Orton.
2 count, he kicks out. And just like that, the chaos begins to break down again as we've got members. Tama Tonga jumping into the ring, and now he and Jey Uso outside the ring, perhaps not finished yet. Jey's up on the apron, and there's a running forearm. Meantime, there's a cradle.
Well, this is where it gets crazy. I told you this was going to happen. Inside the ring, outside the ring. You got 6 men, and they all got a grudge.
Look at this on the floor with a powerbomb. Jacob Fatu taking Jey Uso out. And now it's effectively a 3-on-2 match. Randy Orton better watch out. Flying forearm, and Tama Tonga.
I'll say one thing, Tama looks pretty good in black and red, doesn't he?
Well, there's no taking away from the man's abilities. What we've seen out of him thus far over the past 2 weeks leaves a little something to be said. Running shot to the head, and Orton still able to kick out, but Jacob Fatu now unloading with a series of right hands to the head of the Viper. Not sure how much more Randy can take. Irish whip into the corner, and lucky for Randy, there's nobody else from the Bloodline there.
Well, it's not that lucky because he still has to deal with Jacob Fatu.
Meantime, outside the ring, and there's Cody getting back up, but too late to make the tag. Jacob Fatu has him up. Could it be a Samoan drop? Oh, face first. And the tag is made, and here comes the American Nightmare. Cody has him outside slam. Jacob Fatu switches things up, ends up with a top mount position.
Fatu was trying to go after Orton for a moment there and then realized Orton was too far gone. Now turning his attention right back to Cody Rhodes.
Headbutt to the midsection. That might have been close to the borderline, so to speak.
Yeah, it was really close, actually. And the way Cody's reacted to it, I'm not sure he didn't catch him low.
Knee to the midsection and follows up with another shot. Tag made. Main event, Jey Uso back in. Going to try and settle things up here with the family on Monday Night Raw. Look at this, and there's a flip-flop and smash. And now Jey Uso welcoming Jacob Fatu to the WWE. There's a tag made, double team coming up. What's he got in mind here? Cody comes jumping on a forearm shiver right to the jaw. Down goes Jacob Fatu.
Shades of the Nature Boy Ric Flair right there with that diving knee. And now Jacob's going to try and make the tag out.
And he does. And Tama Tonga coming in now with a sling blade. Follows that up with a drop kick to the side of the head of the American Nightmare. Big right hand. And now Cody thrown out. Oh, wait a minute. He hangs on. Tama Tonga. Oh, and it's a double doozle.
Tama Tonga caught him with a drop kick. Fatu caught him with a running forearm smash off the apron.
Well, we all know one thing, and that is when you are the champion, you are the marked man. But look at the Nightmare coming back. And now going for a figure four leg lock here on the outside. Tama Tonga is in trouble. And he's able to reverse it over, and Cody's going to have to release the hold.
Well, if he's smart, he will, that's for sure, because that puts all that pressure right back on the man who set the move in. And now look at Jacob Fatu coming around.
Cody with a lunge makes a tag, and once again, main event, Jey Uso is in against the man who just took out his brother 1 week ago. And drops him across the top rope right in front of his own brother. Going for the cover, and Tonga kicking out.
If you think that wasn't him sending a message.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He brought him right over to Solo and dropped him throat first. Nothing Solo could do but watch. And there's that super kick. And Tama Tonga rolling out to the floor. Oh, and here goes Jay going after spear.
That might be all she wrote.
Shoulders are down, there's two, and he almost had it good.
That's about as close as you're going to get.
Now all the way to the top rope, and we know what comes here. Oh, forget it. I thought he was going to go for that splash. What's he got in mind? Cross body.
Man, I can only tell you how much that hurts. Over 200 pounds crashing down from about 10 feet in the air down across your body. Knocks all the wind, all the life right out of you.
Well, Tama still has a little bit of life left as he comes up with a big clothesline, and now a super kick of his own. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in trouble. What a match, ladies and gentlemen, to cap off a tremendous historic night. The 2024 WWE WrestleVerse Draft here on the Nation Network. And now Cody with a bulldog, and Solo Sikoa is going to be out.
He's definitely rung his bell with that one. Solo wreathing around.
The corkscrew suplex, and Cody pulling back on that leg. Solo able to kick out. Boy, this crowd on its feet right now. Single leg monkey flip perfectly executed right there by Cody. Has him up again. Oh, devastating brainbuster. He dropped him straight down on the back of his head. Tag is made once again. Jey Uso is the legal man, but got caught. Solo with a back heel kick. And now going to take advantage of the downtime and make the tag. Jacob Fatu in the ring. Running shoulder block. And now Fatu goes over. Foot is outside the ring. The referee doesn't see it.
Yeah, that foot was under the bottom rope, and that means you've got to break the hold. Referee's got to do a better job of looking at that stuff.
A little bit of a do-si-do back in and out of the ring, and this time it might work out in favor, and indeed it does for Jey Uso. And now Jey working the head and neck area of Jacob Fatu. Shot to the back. That one definitely going to leave a mark. What's he going to do here? Jacob Fatu trying to get out of the way.
Working the lower back. Smart move right there. It's a big, powerful man. If you can do some back injuries to him, that'll definitely take a lot of the starch out.
Couldn't hold him, and Fatu landing directly across the chest of main event Jey Uso. And now Fatu has him up. driving him into the canvas. Oh, this could be bad. This could be really bad. It's going to be the Samoan moonsault. Nobody's home.
Oh, he bought on that one. He reeled him in.
And still able to get the shoulder up. Jey Uso, even though he hasn't been in the ring or even in the same promotion as Jacob Fatu, he knows his siblings, he knows his bloodline, and he knew that that move was coming. Timed it perfectly. Once again, tag made. Here comes the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Gets caught with a Hurricane Rana.
More of a Samoan runner, isn't it?
Big suplex, and again, the American Nightmare's in trouble. Went for the springboard. Disaster kick, overshot the target. And there's that running bulldog. Fatu's in trouble right now, maybe bleeding. It's hard to tell from this angle.
I thought I might have seen a little trace of red.
Now Cody bringing him over to the corner, head first into that turnbuckle, and there's a tag made once again. Double team now along with Jey. If anyone has an axe to grind when it comes to the bloodline, it would be Jey Uso. Oh, and this time he definitely has a blood flowing there. I can see it now. After that headbutt did the damage.
That wasn't a kick out, that was a shrug. He used, I think, everything he had left right there. There's a super kick.
Should go for the cover. Why, oh why did he not go for the cover? Spear, that's why. Hooks the leg. No one to make the save. Oh man, Solo just barely able to get the shoulder up. What a match we got going on here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Jey Uso on a number of occasions has been that close.
Swing and a miss, clothesline dropping Jey Uso, and now Solo trying to take over. Could be wrong, but it looks like there may be some blood streaming down the side of the face of Solo as well. We'll have to get a closer look on that. Tama Tonga now the legal man in the ring, and by far the fresh man. Oh, and he just stole a page from the book of Cody Rhodes.
Trying to add insult to injury, and Cody doesn't like that at all. Referee is really having a hard time controlling this thing. You got 4 men in the ring.
Nice DDT right there, and now follows it up with an elbow to the back, and Jey Uso back in control. Tama Tonga drags himself to the apron. And a big right hand sends Tama crashing to the floor. There goes Solo, courtesy of Jey Uso.
Jey wants to put this away. You can feel it, you can see it, you can almost taste it.
Irish whip over the top rope he goes. And now Cody has him. And drops him right on the back of his head and shoulders. That vertebrae might have been enough to put him away, but instead he's able to kick out. And now Cody, what's he got in mind here? Sends him all the way out to the floor. I thought Jey was going to take a shot at him there for a moment. Driving that knee into the head, and now Tama Tonga's been busted open.
Not a good night for the bloodline for sure.
Pedigree on the floor. Cody waiting for Tama to get back up. Crossroads on the floor.
Well, that's what you call a receipt. That's for what you get for trying to take Cody's finisher earlier.
Throws him back into the ring. Tama Tonga is out. And Cody knows it. Goes for the cover. Save had to be made by Jacob Fatu because this one would have been over. Now Cody's got Jacob Fatu as well. Up in the air, throws him from a suplex.
Well, this match was only personal for one guy.
Crossroads. And now Cody goes after Solo with a stunner. This crowd on its feet, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, welcome to the WWE, guys.
Tama Tonga now caught Cody off guard. Sit down powerbomb takes him down, and now look at Tama, the blood streaming. He goes right after Jay. That's a mistake because Cody's the legal man. Big right hand and another big right hand, and Cody, I thought he might have made the tag, but instead he's looking to take care of Tama himself right now, and Jacob Fatu on the apron trying to figure out what the heck is going on around here.
You know, the freshest man in the match right now is Randy Orton.
And it doesn't matter because Cody Rhodes scores the victory.
Here are your winners, the team of Jay Uso, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes.
What a tremendous main event, ladies and gentlemen, to cap things off. Thank you for joining us for the 2024 draft here on the Nation Network.